Welcome to Music Theory Lesson 4 for Beginner Percussion. So what you see in front of you is the musical alphabet. We have 7 letters in our musical alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then after we get to G, we start over with A again. All right, so we just cycle through those 7 letters over and over again. If you look at a marimba or a xylophone or a piano, you see there's more than 7 keys on there. All right? So once we get past that 7th note, we just start the cycle over again. So if you were to start at the bottom of the marimba, that first note's an A, you'd play an A, then a B, then a C, then D, then E, then F, then G, and your next note would be an A, B, C, and you just keep going. All right, so it's like this never-ending circle, and it works backwards as well. So in addition to being able to think A, B, C, D, E, F, G to yourself, you also need to be able to think G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Okay, so you can practice saying those 7 letters forward and backward, and that will help you with music reading. So here's our musical alphabet on the staff. Okay, we saw in earlier videos that notes can go up and down below the staff or above the staff. Okay, but we're going to start with just the notes that are on the staff. Okay, so starting just with the notes on the 5 lines and on the 4 spaces. And it's easiest to memorize the lines and the spaces separately at first. Okay, so we're going to start with the lines, and this will be on your worksheet as well. So there are 5 lines: first line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line. And we go from the bottom up. Bottom is lowest, top is highest. So starting with the bottom, we have E, G, B, D, F. Now, this is the saying that I learned. This is the device I learned to help me remember this. Every good boy does fine. It's also the one that's in your music theory workbook, but there are lots of others. I've heard every good boy deserves fudge. I've heard even George Bush drives fast. There's lots of things you can remember, okay? But you got to pick one and you got to remember it. So you got to get really good at this. That first line is E, then G, then B, then D, and then F. Okay, so on your worksheet, if you saw this note right here on the 3rd line, you would need to think to yourself, every good boy, B, that's a B. That's how we would come up with a name for that note. If you saw this note, you would think, every good boy does fine, F. And you need to do that very quickly in your head. So those are the lines. Remember, every good boy does fine. For the spaces, okay, we don't have like a sentence for this one. We just have one word, face, F-A-C-E. So remember the 4 spaces, the word is face, starting from the bottom again. First note is F, second note is A, then C, then E. So on your worksheet, if you see a note on the 2nd space, you need to think F-A-C-E, F-A. That's the A in face. If you saw the 4th space, you would think F-A-C-E. That's an E. Okay, and you'll label that as such on your worksheet. Okay? Every good boy does fine, and face. Lines, spaces. Memorize it.